Right, John. Well, we've spoken about doing the Late Late Show, but it's going to be me interviewing you here in Tolka Park on a cold winter's day. We met quite a few years ago through Heart Children Ireland. Obviously, through our kids having heart conditions. Woody still goes back for his checkups, but he's fine and well. But unfortunately, and I was very sad to hear that your daughter Saoirse's passed away. Would you like to tell us?
Yeah, look, Damien, thanks very much for agreeing to meet with us and coming on board as an ambassador. It's fantastic. I know yourself and Saoirse met, I think it was 2016.
Well, the minute you sent me the photo, it just jumped out at me straight. I remember it, yeah.
It was one of her first kind of photo shoots where she was with somebody, a celebrity, and she was delighted when she came home,
Yeah.
you know, telling us all about the story, and something that kind of lived with her for a long time. And I suppose I took the opportunity to reach back out to you, I suppose in the hope that you would come on this journey with us. So I'm delighted that you have come on the journey. So yeah, look, devastated. In 16th of April this year, we lost Saoirse. It's been very difficult. We've been on this fundraising journey before that. We've done multiple things with Saoirse over the years, and she's been an intricate part of fundraising. As you would know, like as a parent with a child with a heart condition, it's very tough from our perspective. There's very little we can do to control the outcome of what goes on in their lives, other than the fact that we make them the best version of themselves, or try to do that. We make them as strong as we possibly can as human beings, and we do everything to keep them safe and well. So we got on the fundraising journey. It was myself and Aoife's way of giving back, and Saoirse came on that journey with us. And I planned this journey with Saoirse and my teammates. It was supposed to be a big event to raise a lot of money for Heart Children Ireland to make a difference to other kids' lives. But when we lost Saoirse, we made it all about Saoirse. It was about creating a legacy for Saoirse, and in her name, you know, helping other kids. And maybe if we can change one life out of this,
Of course,
we can help one child. You know, if we can make some family's life a little bit easier through this journey, it'll be well worth it.
So, John, just for the folks back home, do you want to tell them exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it?
Yeah. So Team Power One was an initiative set up. The idea behind it is that we're going to row from San Sebastian to Antigua. It's a 5,000 kilometre row, completely unassisted. And that means we're fully self-sufficient the moment we leave till the moment we get there. But the idea behind it was, I felt the journey that children, heart children, especially kids with life-limiting conditions, it's a very arduous journey, right? It's a very difficult one. Physically, when they're younger, it's physically very difficult. And what we saw in the last 3 or 4 years with Saoirse, as she got a little bit older, from about the age of 10, it became very much an emotional challenge. So the challenge behind what we were doing was kind of to mirror in some way the difficulties of her life. So the open ocean, the large waves, completely unassisted, the 24-hour a day rowing. It was all to kind of mirror the difficulties that Saoirse had in her life. And it was my way of kind of, I suppose, somehow relating to her condition, so that if I showed her that if you took a challenge on, no matter what how big the challenge is, with the right mindset and determination, you can get out the other side. So that was kind of my motivation for doing it. The guys have all different motivations for doing it, but the collective now is Saoirse. The collective reason on the boat is doing it for her. So that's what it's going to be tough conditions. The boat is only 8.1 meters long by a meter wide. It's very confined conditions. You literally do anywhere between 10 and 15 steps a day. So the actual physical side of walking around is kind of non-existent. It gets up from the rowing seat, gets into the cabin, gets back out of the cabin, gets into the rowing seat. That's going to be our life for 30 days. And
I hope you don't mind me asking you a personal story. Listen, I obviously understand the Heart Children Ireland, and you do see some sites, don't you, in ICU, etc. But when I did speak to you eventually, I think it was 10 days ago now, I pulled in the side of the roads, and if you wouldn't mind just telling the people again your story, because here, I know you've cried a lot, but I was actually crying listening to your story about them final few days and how I guess it happened so quickly.
Yeah, so Saoirse took on well in February. It was on the 26th of February we brought her into hospital. And it seemed in my mind to happen quite quickly, that she took on well. And we'd been in and out of hospital over the years, so I thought maybe this is another situation we can manage. We go in, We'll have some treatment. It might be a cold or a flu that's gone on. But we knew very soon after we went into hospital things weren't good. Within the first 3 days, Saoirse and Woody shared the same consultant with Dr. Orla Franklin. Came to us and said that they'd been talking to Great Ormond Street about a heart transplant, and that the possibility of having that heart transplant was very highly probable for Saoirse. And so over those weeks in hospital, we were always living with the hope that the transplant would happen, that we'd find a way to save Saoirse, that we'd find a way to move on. As I lived in that eternal hope that would always be there, that we'd never lose her. I never thought for a second that we'd say goodbye to her. That was it. Finally, week 7 on the Thursday, we were told that she'd finally been accepted on the emergency transplant list, and sadly on the Tuesday we lost her. I remember Eve ringing me on the Tuesday morning. She had a cardiac event, and it was just horrendous. I mean, today it feels like that Tuesday morning. Every day feels like that Tuesday morning. So it's been extremely difficult to go through this. It's been even more difficult to kind of come to terms with what's happened and what our life has, our new life now, what it has in store for us.
It's bizarre that she actually passed away on Woody's birthday. When you told me April the 16th, I was like, bloody hell, what's the chances of that?
Yeah.
But in a strange way, not that we'll ever make up for it, but has the training for this helped give you some type of focus to do it for her?
At the start, I was very much hit or miss whether I could do this or not. And even today, I'm thinking to myself, physically, I'm fit, I'm ready to do this.
You look it.
But mentally, I don't know where I'm at. And that's being honest. Every morning, the alarm goes off at 5:30, eyes open up.
So are you training every day for it?
Not these last few weeks. It's been a lot of
tapering off now.
It's been a lot of some social media things. I'm trying to get work tidied up before we go and all those things. But when the alarm goes off in the morning, the initial thought is Saoirse's still in the other room. The initial 2 seconds is she's next door, and then it sinks in, she's not there. So then the day starts with this really heavy tone, like this is the day now. I have to get up, and just doing a normal day at home with Aoife and Reen there is difficult. So being on a boat for 30 plus days with no space, no way to get away from the guys, no space to grieve or to be sad, that's heart-wrenching. Like that's going to be the most difficult part for me to consider that. But Aoife keeps saying to me, this can change lives, this can make a difference for other kids, so you must refocus and concentrate on the benefits of this.
Well, hear you speaking like that and so openly, I think that's why viewers will probably understand why I was, like I said, crying on the side of the road. No parent should bury their son or daughter, so what you are doing is absolutely incredible, along with the rest of your friends. I know you, it probably ties in, and that's why you contacted us. You were aiming to get €250,000
initially.
You've blown that out of the water already.
I think you set up with an idea of like what's manageable, what's achievable, and I'm conscious as well that there's so many charities out there that need people's help. So we wanted to set something up that was memorable, that was going to be a decent amount of money. And I think even talking to you and talking about your experience last year at the club and what can be achieved when you put your mind to it, like why not shoot for the stars? So I think your conversation with me has kind of reinvigorated me to think, can we do more? Can we make an even bigger difference than we want to make? And if so, how big can that difference be? And getting people like yourself on board to help us promote this, to get behind the effort, the club coming on board to support the effort, it's huge, like it's massive. You know what I mean? And I suppose the more people we can reach and the more people we can ask to come on board and join us on the journey, the bigger it's going to be.
But I guess it is as plain and simple as that. Money saves lives, money saves children's lives, and to put a bit of clarity on it, you obviously aim for $250,000. Here, I'm new to this, but I said to you, why ain't you aiming for $1 million? That's obviously here resonate with our guys, our players, our staff, our fans. We've aimed for the stars since day one here, and here we hit the stars. So aiming for $1 million, here you'll do it, and with the help of everyone here at the club, I'm sure you'll do it.
And we want to tell a really transparent story at the end of this, where the money was spent, how it was used. Right, so the money is going to 100% make a difference. We are funding the trip ourselves, so the boat,
which wasn't cheap.
No, the boat, the incidentals, all those things. That's 5 guys splitting the cost and paying for that. That's our cost. We're not asking people to fund a journey for 5 middle-aged men to do a journey across the Atlantic.
On the gargle on a boat.
Yeah, it's nothing like that. It's really, it's about...
It's hard work.
Yeah, it's going to be hard work. It's 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. The boat will continuously be moving forward. We'll row probably 13 to 14 hours out of every 24 hours. So yeah, it's going to be physically a big challenge.
Well, listen, you are in, I guess, the home of the champions. You're an absolute champion, and your friends, for what you're doing. And most importantly, your beloved daughter upstairs, Saoirse, she knows you're a champion as well. So I'll be supporting you with the staff, with the players, everyone involved with Shelbourne Football Club from afar. And we're going to do all we can for you and the guys to hit €1 million.
Yeah, thanks a million, guys.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Top man. All right. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right.
Yeah.